Greetings, fellow earthlings. We are fixing our ceiling because we just cannot get the paint and everything to stick, the plaster peels, etc., the moisture that we have in the bathroom. So we're going to cover it with wood, onion groove wood, and so we're laying out how we're going to do that. The strips are going to go this way, and so we're trying to figure out how to lay it out so that it works the best that we can get it to work. And what we have is this wall stays fairly flat to about here, and then it bows away. And you can see we put a control line here, this blue line. I don't know if you can see my finger or not. I don't know where you're looking.
Oh, I was over here. Sorry.
Hello.
Wait a minute. I'm showing the other blue line. Sorry.
So we established a control line right here. And that's squared off of this corner, which goes to this corner and on straight across the room. So that's our control line. And then from there we measured over and put a secondary line here. And this line is a specific distance from that line. They are parallel to one another. And that shows us what the bow is in this wall. So you can see we're basically the same distance to right about here. And then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger from the wall there as it goes to the corner. And so the wall bows out away from it. And so our board will be lined up off of this line across to take care of that wall that is definitely not square to the room anyway.
Well, that's what it's going to look like. That's the... What kind of... It's tongue and groove.
It's tongue and groove pine that Eileen has stained and pre-finished for us to stick up, so we're not having to do it up here. So that's what we're doing. So we'll get it up and then we'll trim it out once it's up and we'll be done.
Okay, so we'll be back maybe midpoint with some progress. Well, I guess once it's up and then before you put the trim on. We'll do video before the...
Whatever you want to do.
Okay. We'll be back. So what are you doing there?
Well, remember we stick this into the tongue that sticks in here and then rotate it up, right?
Mm-hmm.
But because the wall's there's no place for us to... I can't slide this up and then curve it into that tongue.
Okay.
So I'm walking out this so the tongue can just slide right up in there and slide into this.
Okay.
Make sense?
Uh-huh.
So it allows me to just push the whole thing straight up and then still cover it with this side.
Okay. Quality workmanship here.
Well, workmanship of some sort. So that's
We'll
what
see how it looks when... Yeah, get it in there.
And this must mean action. So I am Action Jackson on the spot. So here we go. I'm working on filling in this gap that we had discussed before in the previous video. Don't zoom in on me now.
I'm not.
Okay, so I've already fit in the piece right here, and you really can't see it very well, but it goes to about right here. And that piece is already in. It's not stained, it's not tacked in, and it's just shoved up in there right now. Because I couldn't feel confident about going that skinny and then back white again and have another piece. You can see I've taken this piece and I've got it scribed and I'm making it fit. And that end is the fat end, and this end is obviously it's going to get really skinny and go through here. But you can see this from here to here, it's still too thick, believe it or not. So I've got to do a little more planing to get it down and get it just a little bit thinner. It can't get much thinner or there won't be any wood left. But anyway, that will get me from there to that corner. And so now you can zoom in all you want and I'll point. Here's the piece that's already fit in. You seeing that? Hello, cameraman?
Yes.
So there's that piece and it stops right there.
Okay.
And then I got that little thin gap that runs all the way over to right about, oh, you can see I can start to get up right there. Right there, I can get in there. So from there to there, I'm still too thick. And then you can see over here, you know, I think it's really thick. I can get my big thick end up there. You can see that's gonna go right in there. So that's my taper to go all into that crack. And then it'll all be stained by my beautiful wife and it'll look beautiful.
Do you want me to show that?
Show what?
How you've already, the piece of wood?
This piece of wood?
Yeah, to get up close to it?
I think you can already see it, can't you?
Yeah, kind of. I just zoomed in on it.
Here's my little mark that says, make it thinner from right here all the way to right here. So that's what I got to take off and get it thinner than what it is. Right now it's less than an eighth. It's a little more than a 16th. So it's 3/32 or something, but it's still too fat and it's real fragile. So you can't push hard. You got to be careful.
Okay, and then we'll pick up what you're going to do with it out in the workshop.
You sure if you want to do that? Sure.
Okay.
Okay, so I had described my line and I cut this funky shape out with my beautiful new jigsaw, which I love, good tools, and my Bosch jigsaw is a winner deal. So anybody wants a good jigsaw, that Bosch is fantastic. Anyway, so I cut it out roughly and then I went back and planed it down, and now I'm just trying to take this off here, and you can't plane it without it being on a hard surface or it'll break. So I basically take it and I put it here, and then I take a little clamp and I clamp it to my table, and then I know this is my mark where I gotta go thinner, and I'm just using a little Sureform. You're probably the wrong place, so I'll try from here. And I need to go here. So you gotta go here. So I just shave off. See, my mark's gone now.
So it's just kind of a trial, and
yeah, it's just
to
taking
see
it down
how-
a little bit and getting thinner and thinner and going, okay, yeah, that looks like that's probably about right. And see, it's just giving me little shavings.
Huh.
And so I'm just shaving off the Sureform.
How long you been working on this?
No, I don't know how long you've been working on it. You've been watching football, so.
A couple of hours. So, yeah, a couple of hours.
So fitting two pieces in, scribing it, cutting it out, and planing it down, 2 hours.
Okay.
For one stupid little strip of wood.
But it's going to look wonderful. It's going to look perfect. And so then we'll come back with another video. Once it's up, it's stained and everything's up, we'll do one final video of the ceiling because it looks beautiful. Just like you are. Final day of the project. All the work has been completed. The ceiling, it's all tongue and groove that we purchased at Home Depot. Altogether, it's a little over $200 what it cost to buy all this and then the stain to get it done. And David had finished. If you can see in the last video, you can kind of see that where the gap was, you can't see a gap anymore. He cut it so it fit up there perfectly, and then what did you put? Some kind of glue?
Construction adhesive.
Construction adhesive, and then for this one section that was pretty small than this, he was able to put some nails in there. But otherwise, thrilled with it. It looks beautiful. The room looks just a little bit richer look, but it's covering up all of the plaster that's been peeling and cracking, and it's just impossible to get, you know, under control. So, and it has, you know, the historic kind of look to it. We spray painted, or I did, the little medallion there because it was white, so I had to spray paint that so it kind of blends in, and it looks similar to what we have for the little light, the little chandelier. So we have a beautiful bathroom. The only thing that's not done, this door is going to be worked on, stripped. It's got like 5 layers of paint, and I think I have done another video where all the hinges are painted. So this door is down. I've taken it down, and the hinges have been cleaned up and painted and all of that. And the door, it's a work in progress because it's taking a lot longer than we anticipated, than I anticipated. So we'll do one final, once we get this done, we get the doors up and everything, you see how awesome it is, and we'll do one more video, the finish of the bathroom.